In this episode, we finally get the tower on the boat, and I get my head stuck. Ow! If you recall from the haul-out episode, we encountered issues mounting the radar arch on the boat. After consulting with Fish on Sports, we decided to use a gunnel mounts instead of side mounts. For a small fee, Fish on Sports provided us with 4 new gunnel mounts with built-in spacers. Thankfully, I convinced my son, who's home on leave from the Navy, to help me install it. Saturday, Emmett and I are out here at the boat. We're going to finish the tower, put the radar arch on, and lock in the top section of it.
Yeah,
and get it back up. Fun. With the tower positioned on the gunnel, I marked each hole and drilled a pilot hole for each bracket. Then I used the bracket as a template to drill the remaining holes. Once all the holes were drilled, I applied a generous amount of 5300 sealant to each bracket, then pushed the screws through. I used the manufacturer's backing plate to hold the tower in place during the installation. With the tower off the boat, I went ahead and drilled the holes and installed each of the support bolts.
I believe you can do it all.
Sit like that. And then...
These holes already drilled right here?
No, they need to be tapped through. Actually, I think it goes this way. That makes more sense. A, it holds it kind of this way, it gives it some strength going back and forth, and B, the radar can fit on top. Problem here is, if I put the plate on, I don't know where to tap the holes. So what I'm going to try is putting this rolled up pieces of tape with the center lined up with the center of each hole. And then once I get this where I want, I'm going to press it down. Hopefully that tape will stick. That look pretty good right there. Right about there. Looks pretty centered on the... Oh, not bad, eh? So then if I can mark and tap the center of these, each one of these, then hopefully that'll work. I didn't drill into the dock, and I vacuumed up all the little shavings of aluminum. I should have put something down to collect all the shavings, but I wasn't thinking that far ahead, unfortunately. I think I can make that work. Things I always get confused about when you put a washer on there. Doesn't the washer stop the lock washer from biting into both the bolt and the material?
Probably, I don't know. I'm not an engineer or anything or whatever they call them.
It would bite into the washer and then bite into the... There we go. Need that going in my eye. Boom, like money. Look at that. Sure. Yeah.
Pivot!
Pivot. You may have to like move it out there. Just tighten these guys up on this side. Put this guy in here. What'd be nice, a suggestion for Fish on Sports is to make it sort of a an Allen wrench screw here, this bolt. Make it like a big knob that I can turn with my hand. Then I wouldn't need a big Allen wrench, and I wouldn't lose the Allen wrench, and, you know what I mean? So it had just a big knob that maybe fit inside that cutout area.
Well, I have a great solution for you. Don't drop your Allen wrench.
Yeah, don't drop the Allen wrench. Next up, I'm going to put the radar arch on the tower. We didn't have it on the tower when we were putting it on the boat because we didn't want the extra weight, and if the tower fell in the water, we didn't want to submerge the radar dome. On each side of the boat, I'm installing a 3.5 inch by 43 inch by 1/4 inch solid aluminum plate. This will span between both mounts on each side of the boat and gives it a lot more strength up against that fiberglass than the manufacturer plates. I realized after a few minutes of trying this, the tape is not going to stick to the plate. And about that same time, I also realized I stuck my head up too far here and got stuck. It was really painful getting it out of there. Ow! Oh, that hurt. Oh! Damn, that hurt. Manufacturer sent this stuff. It's a nickel anti-freeze or seize stuff. So it comes out in this little gel. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on the end of each of these screws and use that. Hopefully that'll transfer over to the aluminum plate and mark it. And hopefully this time I won't get my head stuck. All right, so work. Excuse the mess. This is a work in progress here. But you can see it transferred over. And I'm going to assume the center, especially this one here, is probably a little more lined up, of each of those blobs are where the screws go. Unfortunately, on this end, only 2 of them look like they transferred, but if I take that plate off, tap out these 2, I bet I could match the other 2. Let's try it. Unfortunately, my GoPro wasn't working, so I couldn't record drilling the holes for these plates and putting them in place. The plates are now secured on both port and starboard sides with a thick layer of 5300 to help seal against the fiberglass. If you have any questions or comments, please let us know by commenting below. Whether you think we did a great job, a not so great job, or have advice for others installing a tower, we'd love to hear from you. As you can see, the tower looks great on the boat. We're confident it will provide years of service and enjoyment on our adventures. Please be sure to like and subscribe as it encourages us to keep creating content. Join us next time as we finally leave the marina, walk through Bonneville Dam, and embark on an exciting journey up the mighty Columbia River. Our destination? The charming town of Hood River, Oregon, where plenty of fun and adventure awaits.